To give you some little background, I'm jamming. I started three D animation like 2021. I was following you for a while, so I see your work. Back then you were doing a 30-day challenge, right? So you were dropping like stuff every day for like 30
every
days.
day.
Yeah, so I was
Yeah,
following
but
you.
I think I did every day for like a year.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So like that
I did
was
for like a year.
so that was crazy. Like I was like, okay, this guy is built different. And for a while I got busy and I was doing other stuff. So I was like, I need to sit down with you and like pick your brains and stuff. So I know you as Zeus imagery, but like, would you mind introducing yourself?
Oh, my real name is Ali Ahmed Oluwaseun.
All right.
And I'm a 3D artist. I'm a graphic designer, and lately I've been dabbling into like audios and like making music. But like the real me is 3D. I'm a 3D artist, more of a 3D artist than anything else in my life. Yeah, and I started 3D.
In
I started
2019.
3D in not really 2019. It was actually 2020. 2019 was research year for me. But the
Uh,
thing I do is when I want to venture into something new, I spend a year making research.
okay, that's smart.
So like what that year does is it prepares your mind for how hard whatever you're going to learn is going to be.
Definitely.
That's why that's why I feel like whenever somebody says they want to learn something and they just jump into it ASAP, there's like a very high tendency that they are going to quit.
True.
So so I spent a year trying to like research, trying to know like what software is the hardest and what software is like the most simple. And I tried to like also like see what other people in that field are doing. Then I also watch tutorial. I might not be practicing the tutorial well. Like I just watch them regardless. Man, probably like have no clue what's going on. But then like watching them build some kind of muscle memory in your head that once you start learning and practicing, you tend to like remember these things, if not all, like simple bits. So when you are taking like a beginner's course, you understand things better and faster.
So like so like the knowledge compounds basically.
Yeah, exactly. That's just it. That's just it. And I feel like it's the best practice for me. I feel like it's the best practice, especially if you want to like teach yourself. If you want to spend tons of time on YouTube and Udemy and domestic help, I feel like that's the best practice. And some people are lucky; they just go right into it and they get it. But
Yeah,
so like
that was my own part. I just
they
went into it.
just right into it, they grab it. But I've seen like tons of people that are going to 3D, especially 3D, and they are quitting after they do no tutorial,
It's hard
or they
now.
are quitting.
It's a
It
difficult
is
field.
actually yeah, it is actually hard. Like no doubt, no doubt. I just feel like if 3D was like a course in Nigerian university, it would be like it would be like the third or fourth most expensive course.
True.
Because I've seen 2 year courses outside the country that ranging from $40,000 to $80,000, and that's almost like engineering school and aviation school fees in some parts of our own country. That's is I don't even think it's even up to like I don't I don't think our medical school here in Nigeria is up to that amount. And that's for 2 year course. Like that's national diploma course. And it's not even general knowledge to even start with.
True.
Some might just be like gaming, some might be concept art of all things, which is like the scratch surface of 3D. Some might be concept art, some might be just animation, like centered, but it's not always like general knowledge. And general knowledge, you are seeing like 80 to 120K per session. Actually, it's very, very uninspiring to want to learn 3D outside the country.
True, true. Okay, so can,
Yeah.
can I ask you some questions? So like you've been doing this for 5 years, right? So that's plus 2024, that's 5 years.
Yes, yes.
All right. So what was
Eh,
gone?
no, 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 no. Plus, yeah, plus 20, plus 20. I would just say 4 years because 5 years was 2019 was just me watching tutorials and not practicing and not. It wasn't something I really dedicated time to in 2019. It was just me
Okay.
preparing my mind that oh I want to be a 3D artist and stuff. It was
Okay.
actually like 2020
Okay.
that the
So
whole thing started.
what made you like want to start 3D? Like what was the thing that attracted you to it? Like what was the thing that was like, okay, I need to do this stuff.
It's it's basically building non-existential things, like building things that don't exist and making them like look like they could actually exist. So that's what made 3D so interesting to me. It was so in 2019 I was doing Photoshop. In 2018 I was doing Photoshop. I was doing photo manipulations, trying to like put things together. But it got to a point where like Photoshop was limiting. It's only like you can only put an amount of image, an amount of like objects into a particular image to make them look real. Sometimes they just most times they look way off. So I used to think like there was going to be a way that I could recreate all these elements and make them look like as real as possible. Not like real realistic, but make them feel like every element that I put inside the software, that I put inside the scenario, inside the scene, inside the environment, feel like they are working hand in hand. Like in Photoshop, when you're doing manipulations and stuff, you always have to like match the lighting, put some things, add
Highlights,
like
shadows,
elements,
all of all that stuff.
all those things. So no matter how much you always do all those things, it's still going to look off. So you understand? Even if it's not going to look real in 3D, it just needs to the objects in the scene just need to have this harmony, like they actually belong in the scene. So that's just the concept. That's just in 3D. Then I saw like people was like also like a big inspiration. Like
Yeah,
I love
I read
I
that song
love going
somewhere
through his
that your
yeah, I love
influences were
going through
people, Billy Ellis,
yeah, it was
Tuzo,
people.
some guys like that.
Yeah, I mean, like those guys are the guys that if you started 3D in 2020, those are the guys you look up to be very honest. Because Stuzo's artwork was always on Pinterest. Billy Ellis' artwork was always on everybody's Instagram's feed, and people was everywhere: Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest. Even sometimes YouTube, like when you just open YouTube, and then when he did that whole NFT sale and he made like $4 million or how much or 16, I can't remember the amount. Then everybody started paying like more attention into 3D art, like more. But then yeah, I saw those guys artwork and I was really, really inspired. Like it was inspiring, just the ability to create something out of nothing. Like it makes you feel like you are a god on your own, like a mini creator.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
because
yeah, yeah, yeah.
lately
I relate
lately
to
I've
that
been
a lot.
thinking like you can literally build a character, put him in an environment, create families for him, set when he's going to die, and when he dies, you can destroy the whole world and call it Armageddon. So it feels like you're a creator and you're creating a world and you can still watch it destroy. It's giving that God complex vibe somehow, sha. It's actually giving that God complex vibe somehow. It feels like you can create your own world and
Yeah,
delete, destroy the whole thing on your
that's
own
true.
accord, like not on anybody else's accord. Like you can do all these things by your own self without having to wait for instructions from people. I mean, that's what separates an artist from a 3D professional.
Yeah.
As a professional, you wait for orders, you wait for people to tell you what to do. As an artist, you create things for your own self. And I feel like that way it even helps you like build more interest in 3D.
All right. Well, I I enjoy that you answer these questions in so much detail. Like you go really hard on them. That's nice. So
Mhm.
the next one is, how's the journey like getting to where you are right now? Like, cause I am sure that it wasn't always like, oh, I figured it out, or like, it was like I did it once and that was it. Cause I know that can never be the
That,
case.
that was never the case. I said that was never the case. But I will also say that I was at the right place at the right time.
So what does that mean? Can you elaborate more on that?
So a year after I started trading in 2020 and I got a gig Chris Brown in 2021.
Yeah, I saw that. Like I was going to get to that, but
But
I was like I'll leave it. The oracles, right?
it's,
Yeah, that was crazy.
yeah.
So I saw that. I was like, whoa.
So the thing is, I was at the right place at the right time. That's the thing I can even say about that one. Because I can't even say, to be honest, I
How
can't
you
say
like
I,
how you like
I
got the job?
my data keeps going off. I don't know. Yeah, so as I was saying,
How
I
like
was
how did that
just
collab come about? Like what happened?
I was just I was just at the right place at the right time. It was not based on referral. It was not based on referral. Nobody referred me. It was not based on IG putting my post on everybody's face. It was not even that one.
So
I
what
met him
happened?
on Twitter. I met a representative on Twitter. I met renowned John Dean on Twitter. And the way I met him was it was the Twitter space. We are talking about our artworks and I was talking about my own artwork. You understand?
Hmm.
And he just said like he was really, really interested in what I was doing and he was happy with the results that I was putting out, like the quality and stuff. So it was just there, like it was just, and that was just it. That was just, I was never the lead artist on the project.
Okay.
I was just somebody that they wanted them to help them do like clothing fits for the character. So they had a character and I came in. They didn't like the character, and they asked if I could do the character. And I was like, "You asked me to do the clothes. Let me just do the clothes." And it was like, if I can do the character, they'll kick out, like they'll make me like the lead artist and stuff. So yeah, I went ahead to create the character, and they really liked it. Like they really liked it. Although the project was like 6 months.
Oh, for
It
real.
started in like it started in like November, December, and we didn't finish till like mm, March, April, May. Within that time, it was a very stressful project. Sha. It was
Ah,
a very
for real.
stressful project. It was a stressful project. I'm never going to lie. I'm never going to lie because there are days that you'll be like, God, please let them like this thing, let them like this thing. Because
True, true,
it's more
true.
like he's creative himself. So you
Yeah.
understand. So if it is not there, it's not there. There's nothing you can tell him. If he's not feeling it, he's not feeling it.
True,
There's
sure.
nothing you can, you can still convince some people that, oh, he's creative. So if he's not there, he knows that it's not there. So he's going to, it was very, very hard. It was very, very hard. But we pushed through and we finished the project. Although we didn't finish on time, but we finished the project. But like the question, let me never skip the question.
Yeah, see,
Let me
it's not,
answer you.
I was trying to go back to that.
Yeah, yeah. So it was never easy at some point. It was never always easy. It was always hard. 3D is frustrating.
Definitely,
3D
especially the
3D has
crashes.
the ability to make you question yourself. Like ask yourself, like, are you sure this is what you want to do? Better go and
Go and
better go
work
and
in
sit
a
down
bank or
somewhere and go and
somewhere.
look. You understand? So it's always that thought. Better go and do something else. This is not for you. Like it was always coming. Like as much as I was putting everyday artworks,
There was
it
that
was there was
stress.
that stress and that voice saying, "Oh." you don't know how to do this shit. This shit does not look good. And sometimes 3D sometimes is all about troubleshooting.
True.
You can troubleshoot.
It's mostly technical at some point.
It's technical, yeah, exactly. So you can troubleshoot something that a step that you did yesterday. You can troubleshoot it for like 5 hours the next day because you are missing a particular step and you are trying to wonder what step are
Bro,
you actually
bro,
missing.
and that thing is that when you finally crack it, you just be like, how did I not see this? Like
How did you
it's
not
the
see?
one small stuff that will just
And
be
the
making
fun
the whole thing
fact,
not work.
and the fun fact is that that thing that you cracked, you might not use it again for a very
Definitely,
long time.
definitely.
And the next time you click on it, you might still forget
Ah,
that
yes, now.
particular thing again because there's so many steps to 3D. There's so many. That's what makes 3D so hard. There's so many steps. There's so many things happening on your screen. So for you to catch on one particular thing, you have to stick to that one particular thing. But if you are always curious, like I am, like as I am like right now, I'm always curious about different things, wanting to try different things out. If you're always curious, you will always have issues with 3D because 3D has been made into like different parts that has been defined for like different people and different professions. Because in the whole 3D scene, in the whole 3D like job and stuff, you can have like 10 different specialists in the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
software that
yeah.
you're using.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you get our vibe. So if you now you're not trying to oversee that whole thing, sometimes you will forget things.
There
Sometimes
are
you
like 35 jobs in the animation field alone.
you
Then
get
some people
you
are doing
get
like five at a time. Some people have mastered just one, and that one is all they
and
know.
now you are trying to be a specialist. You're trying to do all round so that
A
you can be
generalist.
supervising projects and doing all sort of other stuff because sometimes even if you do one thing or two things or three things, sometimes when you want to do your own personal stuff, like your own personal project, you realize that there's a particular thing that you can't do, but you can't ask another 3D artists to help you do it because sometimes everybody just wants money.
Bro, everybody wants to get paid at that point.
And I won't blame them because
So
3D is that hard
that is
for you to
why.
collect money. It is that hard for you to collect money. Except except it's like two of you projects. But it's like your own project, so you have to figure it out. Even if you have to watch tutorials on it, you just have to figure it out on your own. That's the hardest part of 3D, having to figure it out on your
It's
own.
like leveling up. You're adding skills upon skills upon skills till you finish your project. Then those skills
Till you
that you
finish your
just learned,
project,
you might not even use
you
them
are
again.
going you are going to drop it. That's the thing. You are going to drop it. You are going to, but you already have an idea.
Yeah, you have
But
an
you are just still
idea,
going to
but you
drop
still
it
need to go
because
back to the learning board to learn it
you
again.
still to the learning board when you want to work with it again, you have to learn it again. That's the reason. It's not something you can do without the internet. I keep telling people 3D is not something that you can do without the internet. Back then, I used to do Photoshop. I just open my Photoshop. I already have my elements, my pictures, and my icons already. So I just put them together. When it comes to 3D, 5 hours into like what you are doing, you realize that you don't know what you are doing. So you have to go to YouTube and watch. You watch like you see like an hour tutorial, but you're looking for one particular moment in
As
that
in to just
tutorial
crack
when like
what you
the
need.
guy mentioned one particular thing, but now you don't know that moment. So sometimes you have to like scroll through the video. 3D is hard, I swear.
Yeah, man.
It's hard.
But you're making it now. So that's it. All right. So hold on.
Mm.
So how do you deal with lack of motivation on some days or like artistic block? Because I'm sure that like when you set out to like do a 1 year challenge or like a 30-day challenge, like you don't really know what you want to do every day or just winging it. Though some people can plan for it, you understand? But I'm just saying from the vibe that you're giving, I'm not sure you plan for it. Like maybe you plan for 10 days, 15 days, but
Fun fact, I didn't even plan for 10 days. I just go
As
as
in,
every day.
I just
I
you
just get every day.
you have
But
that
it is
vibe.
bad because it is bad because when the block comes, because right now I'm facing a mad block, like a really really mad block, and when the block comes like this, there's nothing you can do. You just have to sit, watch him, or do something else till you find something that motivates you. And the reason why I watch movies is that the motivation is in those movies, like watching science fiction, watching fantasy and watching animations. So like that's where the inspiration and the motivation comes from. And seeing things like sometimes I just go on YouTube, search for 3D shorts. When you get to the cast part of the video, you see that it was done by one guy or three guys or four guys at max. So that's an inspiration for you. That's a motivation for you to want to like stand up and do something. I mean, you can always pick up ideas from like all these things that you're saying. So sometimes when I have creative block, but I have to do something, I have to do something. I just have to go through Pinterest, go through ArtStation, watch movies. It's important that I actually watch movies because I actually dedicate at least 2 hours a day or 3 hours a day to watch movies. And not just movies. I don't watch drama. I don't like drama. Trust me. I don't like drama. Not just any other movies. I like to watch movies with like CGI content.
All right, all right.
Like even if
I
it is
get
just
that though. I get that though, because I
matte
actually do
painting,
watch
yeah,
stuff like
exactly.
that.
It's important. It's like a part of me. Like it's a must. It's like
Like,
how you have to eat.
like I've watched Arcane and Rick and Morty so many times that I don't even need to see it. I just know what's going on.
You know what's going on exactly. So that's the thing. I'm just that's like a big part of me.
And Spider Verse too was
And
amazing.
I'm like, and what like consuming content is really really important as a 3D artist. I told everybody if you don't have the money to buy courses, if you don't have the money to go to the proper university to learn, consuming content is one of the best things you can do to you. It's one of the best way you can also get out of creative block. Because I can tell you that if you are watching a tutorial on how to do something when you're having a creative block, I can tell you that you pick one or two ideas from that tutorial and you want to use that technique, what you've learned to create something new. And from using that technique to create something new, from there you open door to at least to 5 different ideas that you can subsequently do after the current project that you're having at the moment. So I tell people to always try and consume content. It's always important. Sometimes you don't know where the inspiration will come from, but then it's always important to consume knowledge. And sometimes when it feels like the creative block is too much, just stop and don't try and stress yourself. Like stop, watch a movie, watch football, go outside and touch grass, or go to a party.
Those guys.
Yeah, it's just important. To be very honest,
Okay,
it's just important.
so you've been doing this full time, right? For like 4 years now.
Yeah, full time for forever. I don't think I've been doing anything since 2020. 2020 apart from 3D.
So
So 2020.
so what was like the best project you've ever done? Like the one you've ever worked on?
What's the best period that I've ever worked on? I'll say it's really recreational. I don't think it's really- I had this one with United Nations, but they didn't really put it out. They put it out where it was like a closed door thing. But what's the best? I still feel like my best project and my own project.
So like for example, which one?
I don't have one. Let me not lie. Let me not lie. I don't have one. And the reason why I don't have one is I take everything I put out to art.
Personally. Okay, alright,
Yeah,
alright.
like
I get that.
if anybody
Because
asks me like what's your best, it feels like after I do something, it's still going to beat what I did last.
I saw that I saw that Medusa piece from way back that
From way
that, that
back.
you did the one that was like a gold collection. like they were black, they
Yeah,
were,
that's good.
yeah,
And
like so when I saw that, yeah, as of that time, I didn't know what I was doing, right? So I was just in the 3D space to just, oh, I want to do 3D, I want to do 3D. So as of that time, I wanted to sculpt because of, that was all I was seeing. But then I had this crappy
mm,
laptop, so I couldn't, like, anytime I did anything, the laptop crashed, kept on crashing.
mm,
So I now decided that, okay, I'll go to animation, right? So I've been
mhm.
animating since then, but yeah, like that Medusa piece, like it really like pushed me to like want to, sculpt something and texture it. But man,
So
like, bro,
something texture.
thank God I'm not there, man. Like, cause I
I
prefer
actually dropped.
animation, man, than that.
I dropped. I dropped. I dropped sculpting because I have shaky hands.
It's like,
So like,
is it a thing? Or like, or you can't just keep
it's
your hands steady? Which one? Like, I mean,
I can't keep my hand
okay,
steady.
okay, okay.
I can't keep my hand steady since I left secondary school for some reason. I don't know why. I have shitty writing, very very shitty writing because my hand is always like shaking.
Shaking.
And when I got to polytechnic, I was not writing notes.
Okay,
I was just using photographs on people's notes and handouts. So the only time I was writing was when I want to write exams.
okay.
I just didn't like writing. I just didn't like writing in the first place. And I've never liked it. I don't think it's something that I'll ever do as an hobby. That I just want to sit down and start writing what I am doing. No, that's why I don't have board in my house. I feel like I should have a board where I put my. I don't have that. I don't have that shit. I said I don't like it. But for the fact that I have a shaky hand and I can't steadily hold a pen while sculpting without making errors is the reason why I dropped it.
Oh, okay. So, but
Even
like,
if after I do it finish, it's still going to end up as a good result. Yeah. But for the fact that my hand is not it's not free. It's not like my hand it feels like my hand does not want to do it.
okay, okay, I get
Let me
that.
just put it like that. It feels like my hand does not want to do it. So it feels more like stress than more like an hobby. And 3D is an hobby to me, so I just
Okay,
I just stick it away. I just stopped.
so right now, are you heavily focused on because basically, like, you because I read some stuff about you. Then he said that, like, that you're mostly into Afrofuturism, mental health, black skin exaltation, and midnight views, right? So I'm saying, like, for now, like, what is your niche? Have you added anything to that? Because like, on your page, I see like a lot of clothing, then a lot of trippy sets, then a lot of like very like surreal vibes. You understand? Like, so, like, how did you come about like getting that sort of look to your work? Like, what was the inspiration to that? Because you mentioned
I,
sci-fi, you've mentioned CGI elements. So
yeah.
is it along that line?
So as I've said, the I don't have a niche. I don't think I will have a niche because long run I want to do something else.
Oh, for real? Why?
That's the thing. Like I people say it's a bad thing, but me I tell them it's actually a good thing at the end of the day because you are able to appeal to like a wide set of people.
Okay.
You understand? You're able to appeal to people in different industries. People want like clothing ads for their brand. You're able to do that. People want a music video
You're able
for
to
their
do that.
music. You're able to do that. People want you to model something for them.
You're able to do
You are
that.
still able to do that. People want you to create an environment for them. You're able to do that. So like if you put yourself in a box, that is where you sit down. And the way Nigeria economy is going, don't put yourself in a box. So if you sit down in that box, only people in that box will be able to see you.
Okay, I get that. Because of like when
So you
you
have to think,
like when you mentioned do another thing, I thought like another job entirely that was not 3D. Like, do you understand?
no, yeah, it's just like 3D is niche down to like to like industries
Yeah, it's
apparently.
an industry.
You understand? So like most people from different industry want you to do something for them.
Yeah,
So and they go to like they go to search for like artists that can do that particular thing for them. So
multiple
when they
things.
come to your page and they see that you are literally a multidisciplinary artist in your own field, they want to they want to engage you into like doing stuff for them. That aside, but personally for me, I think the reason why I do like all of these things is that I find them interesting to do.
All right.
And once I do one thing for too long, I get bored. So
Okay.
I have to switch up, change the vibe. Yeah, that's it.
All right. So yeah, so let me ask you this because definitely, like, I'm sure that you weren't sure, but before you started this, like, were you sure that okay, if I do this thing, I will get so good at it, or were you just like, I'll take a leap of faith and whatever happens, happens.
All my life, all my life, all my life, I was always not certain about anything,
All right.
and it was never leap of faith. All my life, anything I want to do is it's going to work out.
Eventually.
That's the mindset. Anything you want to do is going to work out so far you put your mind to it. I won't say, oh, I was certain about it. I was not certain about it. Everybody have like their little doubts, but at the same time, I won't still say I was not ready for it. I was ready for it, and I had that mindset that anything you want to do would flourish regardless of the
I lo-
obstacles in your way.
I love that word, flourish.
It should then just put your mind to it, anything at all, and that is what like that's what Fuse told me because I currently work for Fuse, and one day like we were all having this discussion in the room, and they asked him like
Wait, who is Fuse, the
this same
musician?
question. Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay,
Fuse,
okay.
Fuse musician. So this same question you asked me was the same question like if a colleague of mine in the same space asked him that day, and he said that if you want to do anything, you can do anything. That you are your own limit.
True,
If you
true,
put your
true,
mind,
true. That
if you put
that
your
that
mind to it,
hits.
if you put your mind to it, if you put your mind to it, you achieve it. And if you are doing something, you shouldn't really care about time. You should
Mm,
care about how far you can go.
this guy,
So
you're speaking my language, man.
so if you are putting time on yourself that I need to get here in 2 years, what happens in that
Bro,
two
but
years
you
if you are
get
not there?
frustrated because you want to give
Exactly,
up.
exactly, exactly. So if you want to do anything, do it like with your full mind that okay, oh, on the long run, I still there. That's just the way from my period and everything I've ever done in my life.
So, are you in Nigeria?
Yes, now
Oh, you know why? Cause are you in
I did.
Lagos?
I'm in Lagos now. I did for the.
Oh, because the thing was, I wanted this interview to be face to face at some point, but I was like,
Oh,
maybe this guy is not around, so I'll just do it online. But don't worry, Sha, we'll plan a hangout
oh,
later.
no, no, that's fine. I
So,
was actually like not around for like 2 weeks.
okay.
I was like not stable. I was going up and down. I was going up and down.
So how has 3D changed your life so far? Like give me some stories of things you've done, people you've met, like jobs as in that have just come that you were like, whoa, okay, like people are seeing me. You understand?
Okay. So the first time I had like my viral post, I had some some Nigerian legends. Like I'll call them legends,
I
or
know
I'll
I
just
know
call them
that
past
collection.
artists.
Wait, was it a collection you
I'll just call
dropped?
them. It was before I dropped the collection. Before
Okay,
I had
okay,
my
okay.
viral post.
Alright.
It was like way before the collection. It was like 5 months or 6 months before
Okay.
I dropped the collection. But like when I had my first viral post, I had General Pipe. I mean, is it General Pipe or General Pipe? I had Kellyanne song in my DMs. I had Young Six in my DMs. Like I even had like one artist there that we used to work together. We used to work together, but they started like showing pride and stuff like that. I don't want to mention his name. Started showing pride and stuff like that. His management will not like because I used to do events, so his management will not let me book him for my events and all of those things. They would always want to like bill me and stuff, but sometimes they let him come, but all of a sudden they stopped. You understand? One day I met him outside and his manager was telling him that, oh, this is the guy is having an event. And the next thing this guy said was, has he paid my money? So, but so I'm not coming. I was like, cool, cool, fine, fine. So, so I was like, no, Allah, no call me because he's not going to call me. So after that, like after my first, it was in my DMs asking me that, after bro, let's walk. I did not reply his DM. I had I reached out to Aloma DMW one time.
Mhm.
Yeah, Aloma DMW one time. It was through the comment section. We worked together. We had the song with Belash Mother and Wandiko. We worked together. Shinarambo reached out to me that he needed me to do something for him. We worked together. We worked together. What else? What else? All this thing happened like in the span of like 4 years. What else? What else? What else was in my DM that we actually did work together in Nigeria? Yeah, CDQ. CDQ, CDQ reached out also, like personally, to work together. All of them have been personally. Like everybody that reached out to me has been personally. Like they liked my stuff and they wanted to like put their brand in my stuff. And all that crazy story do I even have? I just got some unexpected DMs from like some from like some celebrities and it was nice. It was nice. I got I got a DM from T Grizzly.
Oh, T
Yeah,
Grizzly. Okay.
yeah. So we were supposed to work on something together, but I didn't work on it. We were supposed to work on something, but
Why?
I
What
didn't work
happened?
on it. I don't know. It was too much. It was too much. Hey, do this. Hey, do that. Hey, do this from like different angles. So I had to like narrow down my clientele. Like I had to like narrow it down. Yes, this one. I I once had a meeting with the chairman of Paramount Pictures.
Oh, yo, that's wild.
Yeah, yeah, it was Paramount Pictures. I once had a meeting with him. We were like two Nigerians there and like some other black guys and some other
So
Asians,
what
some
was it
other people
for?
too.
Like,
They're like,
like an animated movie.
no, they wanted to license one of my art cover for like a website that they were building, but it was not Paramount related. It was his own personal project.
Oh, okay, alright.
They wanted to license, and it was nice. It was mad. They licensed it for like 2 years.
Yo, okay.
It was nice money for like one artwork. Like, it was nice money for one artwork. I'll never
Ah,
lie.
bro, yo,
I'll never
you're
lie.
swimming in it right now. Okay.
It
All right.
was nice money for one artwork. And then which one again? Yes. Do you know Neil Gaiman?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean Neil
yeah, yeah.
Gaiman.
The Sandman guy, the guy that wrote Sandman.
Sandman
Yeah, Neil
and
Gaiman.
American Gods. I
Yeah.
once I once exhibited for him
Yo,
in San Diego Comic Con.
like you
That's
went,
see the
like
out.
you went.
No, no, I no, no. I just sent my work to them. Like they saw my work and they were interested in it, and they wanted
Wait,
me to
which one?
exhibit.
Please, can you send me the work
It was for Sandman.
on Insta? No, I mean the
That's the
work
thing.
that they
I
wanted.
the work.
Yeah.
Oh, it was that New Gods collection, but I removed all the Bitcoin and all those
Okay.
elements.
Yo.
Yeah, I removed it. I removed it. They banned my account, my Twitter account. That's where I had like all the videos in. Today it's still painful that I can't get my account back. So that's my biggest highlight. I won't lie because the reason why I would say that's my biggest highlight as an artist is that Neil Gaiman is somebody that I actually really, really respect. I respect his craft. I mean, um, Dead Boy Detectives, um, American Gods, and Sandman. Like I was so happy that I was exhibiting for him for Sandman.
I'm
I
looking at the
was
collection now.
so
So
yeah, I was so happy that I was exhibiting for him for Sandman. It was like a dream come true, to be very honest. That somebody that I looked up to
I reached out. I was like, yo,
reached out. You understand?
yeah, that's powerful.
Was great. It was great. It was great, to be very honest. It was great, to be very honest. And yeah, my current life right now is working with you. Is I won't lie to you. It's
So what
like
do you do? Like
it's
album
also one of
covers? Like what do you do?
no. I do stage graphics.
Okay, so you're like a
We
creative
do
director.
visualizers and no, I'm not a creative director. I'm just a 3D guy.
Okay,
No
cool.
feels is a 3D artist, and
Okay,
sometimes he's not able to like do some things because he's on the road. So I have to substitute like to do those things and send to them. I won't lie to you, like it has been since I've been working with Nigerians. This is my best experience so far.
okay, lovely.
Today that
Big up
today
to
I'm
you.
not even going to lie. I still feel like it still feels unreal to me that somebody is that nice. If somebody is that good and nice and is that popular and humble at the same time. It's just
Well,
it feels unreal to work for
we're all
him.
human beings at the end of it, and he's a good one from the
Yeah,
look
we're
of
all
it.
human beings at the end of the day. No doubt, no doubt. And I won't lie to you, it has been surreal working with you.
It's crazy,
It has been
man.
surreal working with you.
It's crazy.
It has been surreal working with you.
So yeah,
I
so
still see.
go on, no, go on, go on. Finish that thought.
Yeah, I was still say like on any interview that I go, any person that I see, that people don't know how nice he is as a celebrity
Okay,
and how like he's actually a good person, like he's a good man. I'll still say he's a good man. I've worked with people, I've worked with celebrities in
yeah,
Nigeria.
you said
I swear, I won't lie, like he's the best of them all.
normal.
He's the best. Some of them have been shitty, in fact, shitty, yes, I won't lie. Shitty. Some of them have been shitty. Because there was a day I was ranting on my story about Nigerian celebrities and stuff. Fuck, they piss me off sometimes, like I'll never lie. But working with him feels like I'm working with somebody that cares and somebody that listens.
So how long have you guys been working together now?
A year.
Okay,
A
now
year.
that's lovely. That's lovely.
A year. Since last year August. A year. A
So
year. Well,
how do you
actually,
get jobs? Like normally, like are you? No, wait. Hold on first. Like, are you at that stage now that they reach out to you? But then, if you're at that stage now, then I'm asking about when you were not at that stage, like how you were getting jobs
so the
before
truth
the
is, the truth is, the,
limelight.
tr- the truth is, I don't know for me or for anybody, but for me, I would still say that people reach out to me and I reach out to people at the same time.
Okay, cool.
Sometimes nobody's reaching out. Sometimes you need to get
Definitely
busy.
there'll be a drought sometimes, but yeah, you press
There's
on,
always going to be a drought
you
sometimes,
press on.
and that dry out is always like beginning of the year. See that January, February, everybody already has a party from releasing music or from doing ads for their. Everybody doesn't want to spend money again.
Yeah, at the
You
beginning of the
understand?
year
It's still it's still March, May. Everybody's trying to buckle up on their business now,
for
trying
summer
to
and all
invest
that.
more in their business or trying you get all this kind of people. So that if people have spent the money already in December, so it's like March, February, March before you start getting like all these things back together, back to number. It's also good to know that at the same time that what you're handling or what you're running is a business. They don't come to you, you go
You
to
go to
them.
them, definitely.
That's the thing. It's all about pitching. You just have to pitch yourself to the right people. And if it gets bad, or if you're not getting clients, get a job. There are 3D jobs out there.
Okay,
That's the truth now.
okay. No. No, I was laughing because of when you said get a job. I thought like you just meant to boy
You thought it was
go and work in bank
no
or somewhere.
mommy, if it gets that bad too,
I,
get the job.
I get that. I get that. I
Get
get
the
that.
job, get the job. If it gets that bad, but it won't get that bad because you already have the skills that is in demand.
So, are you an only
You already
child
have the skills that is in
or do you have
demand.
siblings?
No, no, no. I have a junior sister.
Okay, so you guys are
I
just
have a
two.
junior sister. Yeah, they're just two.
Ah, nice,
They're
nice.
just two. I have a junior sister.
So I saw you at a talk at a conference once. Like you went to speak. I think it was last year. I'm
Oh,
not sure. Like
creative. Yeah, it was. I think it was last year. Creative Connect.
yeah, yeah.
Creative Connect.
So
Yeah, it was last year.
what was that like?
It was fun. Like it was fun. Like I don't know. It was fun.
You don't know. It
Like
was
talking
fun.
to other talking. Yeah, talking to other creatives because I mean
It's a
I would like put it that we sound less pride-ish. It
bro.
was fun. No, it was fun talking to other creatives.
I
And
know,
talking like
but
it
you
was
keep
fun
emphasizing
seeing
it was fun.
people. Yeah, it was fun like seeing people start from where you are starting from,
True,
start
true,
from where you
true,
started
true,
from.
true, true.
So it was like you could see a reflection in all these
Of
people,
yourself, yeah,
and it mattered. Your guidance and your inspiration and your advice will actually go a long way for them.
definitely.
You understand? So it was just all about cutting edges, like cutting, like giving them advice that will help them cut through the process and give them like shortcuts and stuff like that. So yeah, it was fun. Well, that was why I'm still saying it was fun because it was actually really nice.
like like
I don't like all these
like
workshop and
mentorship stuff.
seminar things. Yeah, I don't like all these workshop and seminar things, but that's the one that I know that you will go to and you will have the opportunity to talk to top creatives in the industry. Like okay, for instance, now you know that you are probably not earning as much as this person, and you might not even be able to text this person and get a response from them because people barely respond to their message
DMs.
requests. There's always much and stuff. But true talks like you'd get there, you see like people that are actually way bigger than you, and you can actually like have a conversation with them, and they're actually going to respond to you.
Yeah.
Like it's very very nice. It's a really good networking event. I think they're having one like this year before the end of the year. I think by October or something.
Did you go for Comic Con yesterday?
Nah.
Me
See,
too.
honest truth
Me
is
too.
that
I
I'm an
didn't go.
introvert.
I wanted to go, but I didn't go.
Let me tell you the truth. I'm an introvert to the core.
Yeah,
I'm an introvert to the core.
but
I
it's
don't
nice.
go
It's
out.
nice to go outside, like meet other creatives.
Yeah, the
The
thing
same
is,
the same thing you just said.
if I go outside once, I'm not going out in 3 months' time. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. So, and I already went out like for like 2 weeks. I was already going like back and forth. Hey, I'm not going out to December. I'm like, I'm big on staying indoors. Big on
You're
staying indoors.
you're
You
like
always
big
find me inside my house.
on your small circle. Yeah,
I
I
mean,
get
me
that
and my
too.
laptop.
I get that too. I get that too.
Mhm.
All right. So, what was one of the most difficult projects you ever worked on? Like something that frustrated you that you were like, this guy's money. I shouldn't have even collected it. I swear, cause it's something like that.
That that was the only money that I had for like 2 months or 3 months. It was a payment that was coming in like once every month for like 3 months or 4 months.
Hmm.
For the fact that we dragged something that was not supposed to be dragged, I was angry. I was losing it, but I did not regret collecting the money because I can't regret collecting the money because the money was doing more than enough. It was more than sustaining me, so I can't even regret. So he's that's just the benefit of his money. So he's enjoying the benefit, but it was crazy. I went on that project like I created a particular garment I created about 20 variations of that garment. And 20
Like
variations in the
different
sense
like
that
textures or different designs.
same design, same texture, same everything, same fabric, same everything.
20
Everything
times.
same. It's just okay, take it up a little bit, bring it down,
Oh,
shift it to the left,
oh,
shift it to the
those
right.
guys,
So
those clients that they'll be treating like 3, 3D, like it's just move that, move this,
yeah.
bro. As in, I hate those
When
sort
we
of clients.
when we started the character design, he loved it. He was like, "This is nice. Let's go. Next tomorrow, I want you to change the hair, reduce the nose, make her look more Asian, bro.
Do you know how much work you're just asking for? As in,
Back and
like we
forth.
have to remove the topology and like, bro, I have to go
If
back
that
to sculpting.
if that was my personal project, I would have finished it in less than 2 weeks. 2 weeks. But we took 3 months on that project. It was bad.
So, do you work
It
with a
was bad.
team or just you?
Oh, I
You have
sometimes it depends
some people
on budget.
that you outsource to.
Sometimes it depends on budget. If
Okay.
the client that is coming has a bigger budget, our outsource
Okay.
for faster faster
For
works.
faster delivery.
So faster delivery and stuff. So I'll outsource to like some of my other guy. I give it to like Josh. Even on the Chris Brown project, I put like two Nigerian artists on. I put Steel and Elroy on because I yeah they asked if there was anybody else that could like make the work faster. So I introduced these two guys at some point. So I always put guys on. That's me for sure.
Ah, that's
I
lovely.
always put guys on. Only if I'm like super certain that I will finish this thing in less than a week by myself. Even the one that I finish in less than a week, even if it's just to outsource maybe the air, I will still do it. I will still do it. Like I always put guys on it. It's always important to like always put guys on because I mean when there's no food on your table, def- they'll definitely be able to come through for you.
Definitely. All right, man. Thank you
Mhm.
so much for taking out the time. It was an
No,
amazing
for
convo with you. Like, it's like this is our first time meeting, but the vibes were crazy. Like, that's lovely, bro.
mm.
So yeah, man. Thank you for taking out the time. If you have any advice that you give anybody that's going to watch this later on, like, what would be that
I mean
advice?
it's the same advice I gave earlier. If you want to do something, don't think about the doubts. Think about how much you really want to do it. Think about like how much passion you have for it. Even if you don't have passion for it, even if it is for the fact that you're trying to like survive, do it like you're actually trying to survive, and also stay treat it like a passion. If it is something that is going to put food on your table that you really need to do to put food on your table, treat it accordingly. Like put your soul and your might into it. Put your all into it. At the end of the day, it's going to flourish. That's that's just the truth. It's not even about oh if you are starting out, go and watch Ducky 3D, go and watch Punisher. It's not about that. It's not even about going to Udemy. Sometimes it's really about the mindset.
Doki
If that
3D.
mindset is not there,
I love that guy.
if that mindset is not there, it is not there. There's nothing you can do about it. So my advice to everybody like trying to start out something outside 3D, outside being a creative, my advice is prepare a strong mindset because things will not always go your way. But once you have that mindset, you know that yes, this is what I want to do, and I am not backing out.
Ah, man, thank you so much for that. Wait, by the way, Seb, let me even ask. Have you seen my own work?
Yes, I've
that,
actually went to your
that
page.
that your yes is a
I've
bit
gone.
iffy, but
I've
it's
I've
no
actually gone
Allah.
to your page.
This
I've
smile.
gone to your page.
I know, no Allah,
No,
bro.
no, I'm serious. No, even if anybody texts me, the first thing I'll do is go to your page.
Ah, man. So
It's
give me
always important.
so give me a rating of 1 to 10.
Hmm.
I'm
You
getting
can
there.
like,
What's the number? What's the number?
you're animating, so it's not easy to animate. To be very honest,
Ah, bro, it's
I feel
not. It's not.
animating is hard. It's hard. Let me not even lie. It's hard. I know it's hard because I mean that's what I do. So yes, I know it's hard. And to hand animate is hard. It's harder.
Yeah, yeah.
It's harder and stressful, and it takes a lot of time to hand animate something. Sometimes like you just throw in mockups to make things like run a little bit
Faster.
smoother. But once you start like animating with hand, that's when you know that you need to buy a mockup suit.
No,
It's
but
important you buy a
I
mockup suit.
so basically, yeah, like me now, I like I generalize, but I'm mostly specializing in like animation for feature film than animation for games. So I have to really like build up that skill. Do you understand? But basically,
Yeah, yeah, it's important.
but basically because of I'm in Nigeria and like you need like money for food on the table. Like I do clothing, I
You
do
have to like
like
move.
all of that.
Yeah,
But
yeah, it's
but
important.
but like definitely like like what I'm trying to break into is feature film, game animation, and like basically like working in an industry, making my own stories and stuff. So if you should check my page, I just finished I finished a like short movie of like 26 minutes. So my team and I like three people. So we did the environment, we did the character design, we did the script, we did like everything in 6 months. Like we did
6 minutes.
a full movie, like no mocap,
Ah,
no nothing, like
just hand
hand
animation.
animated by two people, me and one guy. So yeah, man, I love that about like what I'm into. Yeah, so man, thank you for showing up, man.
Man,
And
I
I
beg
would
send me the link
yeah, I'll
to
send you the link. It's
the.
not out yet, but the trailer is out. But once it's out, I'll
Okay,
send you the link. It's coming out
alright.
on the 25th. But yeah, man, I would hold you to that hangout because since you are around and I'm in Lagos too, like we'll definitely meet up and see you in
Alright.
real life, man. Thank you
No, no
so much,
problem.
bro. And great fails for me.
Alright.
As you said, he's a great guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah man,
Alright,
take care of
bro.
yourself. Have a great evening,
Thank
bro.
you. Yeah, you
Bye.
too.